Have you ever felt like the black sheep in your family or your friends group, or you just sometimes feel like you don't fit in anywhere, even in this world? Well, if that's you, stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to talk about ways that I found really helpful to get me through those like lonely times of feeling isolated, feeling not understood, feeling like I didn't have really anyone to turn to or talk to about these feelings, and also how I was then diagnosed with ADHD, which for me was a huge part of my healing because it almost validated uh, the the way I was growing up and how I managed to actually mask a lot, and I learned how to fit in. I think, especially as females, if you're a female, autism and ADHD spectrum, we are great at masking. So, masking is basically when you do something, like if you've first done something and someone's like, that's weird, don't do that, then you're like, oh, okay, that's weird, I better not do that. So you scan the room and you watch around at what everyone else is doing, and you're like, okay, to be normal or to be accepted or to fit in, I must act like this. And so then it's almost like putting a mask on. You are then matching your environment so you feel accepted and safe, and you won't be rejected or pointed out anything that you're doing. People won't sort of comment and say, that's weird, stop doing that. So you learn to have social acceptable behavior. But then it's quite funny because then along the way, especially into teens and adulthood, and I especially found when I was drinking, I guess all of that kind of undoes and like all of this other stuff comes out. And it's, you can only really mask for so long until it gets to the point where you're like, you just want to be you and you want to be accepted and loved for the person that you are. So in this video, I'm really telling you that you are loved and you are accepted and you are beautiful and just enough, just as you are. And so I understand you. And some things that I found really helpful when I was going through this is obviously um, self-discovery of my diagnosis was really healing for me. That's not everyone's journey, and I don't particularly recommend that because it is good if you can kind of work on the other deeper stuff going on. But I think that for me, having some sort of label made it like I could blame things on, weigh it a bit differently. So it makes a lot of sense. And so I found connecting with people online and finding creators online. YouTube was actually really a huge part of my healing journey. I found a lot of people online that I related to their stories, and then a lot of them would have little communities that of similar people. So if you're struggling with the people around you, then maybe you can look for a community online. It's something that I'm looking at doing one day, depending on where this journey takes me. But I just feel like it'd be really great to help people that are in my similar situation. And these are sort of one of the reasons why I've done these videos as well, is I felt very alone on my journey, and so I want to give back somehow. My tips would be find people online, find a community online, or if there's like a local community that you can join. There's also like Facebook groups and stuff. Sometimes your people aren't around you, and that's totally okay. Like, not everyone is meant to understand you. We're kind of on this journey to learn all these lessons to really help us grow stronger as individuals. And I want to let you know that you can let that part of you completely shine and be authentic around the right people that are supportive and that love you for you. So if you've got those people already, then that's amazing. If you don't, then like just really look out for them online if you can, or even reach out, in the comments. Let me know if you found this relatable or helpful so far. So along with reaching out to a community, I also feel like making sure you are putting yourself first and really speaking kind to yourself. I feel like speaking kind to ourselves is the best thing that we can do. And so affirmations is a really good thing. One to start with is I am enough. And I'm exactly where I need to be right now. Just some simple affirmations to really give you some kindness and compassion back, because I feel like when me, especially on my journey, I've been very self-critical and judgmental, and I feel like I've felt judged all my life. So that means I'm constantly judging myself as well. So if that's something that you also do, just know that you can be really kind with yourself, and to try and be aware of the words that you're using, like I'm stupid, I did that, or things like that, just be mindful of the words that you say to yourself, because it really starts with you. This journey really starts with you looking after yourself. And another thing that I found helpful is actually talking about how I have been feeling, and talking about like really embracing some of my quirks and accepting that side of me. And then also like, speaking more about what I'm going through with the people around me. I think sometimes they don't actually understand, so it's not really that they are trying to be mean to us or think that we're like weird or different or whatever. It's actually they don't always understand us, just like we feel misunderstood. And so they're just doing what they naturally feel they should be, or what their parents taught them to do, or what society taught us to be and do. So just sometimes actually expressing how you feel, and expressing, like saying like who you want to be, and like who is that person, how do you want to express yourself, what do you want to act and be like, who is the real you, and how can you embrace that. And then how can you also maybe let the people around you know that you're really wanting to be authentically you, and so if they can be supportive of you. If you don't feel like they can be, that's when an online community is really good, or even like a couple of close people that you can rely on and really count on to support you through this. Hopefully there's a couple of little tips and goodies in here that uh, you know, that you've been able to take on board, or even if you've just become a little bit more accepting and loving of yourself. I think the more we can accept and love ourselves, the more we can also accept and love others, and know that everyone is just doing their best, and that sometimes their best is not what we would expect, but that's okay. And if you've found this video useful so far, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, that's me signing off. Love and belief with Lisa Cerise. Bye.